YouTube, this is Shirley426, and today we have the review of the newly released Premium Bandai exclusive, or P Bandai exclusive, HG Origins Gym Intercept Custom Fellow Booster Equipped, or the Fellow Booster Set, which I like to call. Now, when about a few months ago, the HG Gym Intercept Custom came out, and that was a pretty good, solid quality Gym HG kit. But I'm pretty sure anybody who knew about the details regarding the HG Gym Intercept Custom might have been asking themselves, or other people, is where is the Fellow Booster? Because the HG Gym Intercept Custom, while it was a very good kit, it didn't really have anything that stood out, because it didn't really have a special equipment, it didn't have like some sort of special feature on the kit as well. And it was technically known to be using the Fellow Booster, and everybody was wondering when it's going to happen, or where it was. Some people thought that we were going to get a additional special like add-on kind of thing where they would sell the Fellow Booster in retail or Premium Bandai. But turns out we did get the Fellow Booster, but only sold in this set where you get the Gym Intercept Custom and the Fellow Booster together. And now this review is going to be a simple review, meaning that I will not be going over the articulation or anything regarding the HG Gym Intercept Custom, because I have reviewed this before, and the one that comes with this set is exactly the same as the retail version. There is no difference, so if you want to check that out, I'll leave a link on the description below that will lead you to the HG Gym Intercept Custom review, which I have done before. Alright, so let's get on to the review. Now, you may have noticed there are 4 more HG Federation Origins kits at the back, of course, other than the Gym Intercept Custom. Those are some stuff I want to talk about compatibility. So I think these 4 are the good examples. Granted, the HG Gym Sniper Custom is a Premium Bandai, but I just wanted to mention something regarding about it. So yeah. So before that, let's talk about components. So first of all, what you get, of course, is obviously the HG Gym Intercept Custom and the Fellow Booster. The action base is not included, so keep that in mind. Regarding the Gym Intercept Custom, you get 2 multi-purpose hands for left and right. Here's the right hand, and the additional extra right trigger finger hand for the beam spray gun. And on the back skirt, there is actually a beam saber hilt. You only get 1, and a connector for that on the back skirt. Regarding beam saber effect parts, you get 2 of the beam saber effect parts, but you will be only using 1 since you only have 1 beam saber hilt regarding the kit. Once again, not demonstrating. And regarding polycaps, here are some leftover polycaps. Now, the Fellow Booster actually does use some polycaps, and it uses from the same plate. So, and any leftover polycaps you had was the HG Gym Intercept Custom. You don't need to worry, because the Fellow Booster also uses the same plate and uses only the leftover ones that you had from the Gym Interceptor kit. So no need to worry about that. So which is why it may look like there's less leftover polycaps than compared to my other review. And that's that. And then we get a extra sticker decal sheet, which I think the top part should be the same as the one we got. It has all the symbols and all the Federation logos and stuff. And the bottom section, we have all these red lines, which are technically supposed to go on the Fellow Booster. So these big red ones are supposed to go on those wings on the side, on those shield sections on the side. But I decided to leave it as black, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people or you guys are more wondering how it looks like without any stickers. So yeah, but any red sections you saw on any of the promo pictures are pretty much from here. Alright, so let's get on to the review. So I'm going to get rid of the stand, first of all, and see what we got. So here we have the Fellow Booster, but before that, as I mentioned, I just want to go over with the Gym Intercept Custom. So the Gym Intercept Custom itself is exactly the same. There is no difference. Even the manual is exactly the same. The parts are the same. Everything is the same. So no need to worry about that. So if you don't have it, or if you already have a HG Gym Intercept Custom, you don't need to worry about missing this set other than the Fellow Booster, because it is exactly the same, so you don't need to worry about that. But having 2 Gym Intercept Custom is looking amazing. I am personally a very big fan of gyms or Federation mobile suits, and yeah, I just wish I could. I usually don't buy the same kit over and over, but this one was more of an exception. Okay, so here we have the Fellow Booster. Actually, since the background is getting a little bit messy, let me just move things away so you don't get obstructed by the view. Okay, here we go. So here we have the Fellow Booster. If you're wondering how this is connected, if you look at the bottom section, there is actually a hole for the action base, so no need to worry about that. So overall, this thing has a solid build. There is some polycaps inside. The red missile parts are actually separate red pieces. Now they're not individual pieces. At the back, there's actually a big red piece. There we go, like this. There's a big red piece with 6 circles, and that's how it works. The vents, they did a pretty good job on the vents, making them color separated and part separated as well. Now, as I mentioned, like this section on the middle has to be red, and there's like supposed to be have like red lines on the middle. I felt like this was supposed to be like a color separated part, but it's just pure black. Of course, this may be better because if you want to put like white number decals on here, that might be having just pure black might be easier to see. On the back section, we have a good amount of thrusters and details going on. We have 1, 2, 3, 6 plus 2, 8 thrusters. And despite having the red lines on the side or on the Filibooster set being most of the decals, the one that on the middle section on the back, this is actually a red piece, a separate red piece, which, yeah, they did a very good job. And so regarding like the firepower, there's 6 missiles on each side, and then you can see these 4 tubes here. These are also like supposed to be like grenade launchers, as far as I know. And then the way how this works is that you can spread this out, and then you connect these 2 pegs to the backpack of the mobile suit. And other than that, there is some articulation, so you can see these parts moving around. Now, just for the Filibooster itself, this may not look special, but if you attach it onto the mobile suit, you kind of get the idea how this moves. Yeah, so let's give it a shot. So I'm gonna basically show you guys how you're supposed to attach this. So on the manual, they will tell you to take off the arms of the kit, which this does make things a bit easier because as you just saw, you have to. Okay, let's just take these out. So what you need to do is spread these out first. So if you have the arms on, these parts are gonna actually collide with the arms. So which is why it makes it a little bit tricky. But basically, what you do is you have these pegs over here under the Filibooster, and they go into that hole on the backpack. So this is the type of backpack you need to attach this Filibooster. You basically line them up, you attach the peg, and then wait. There we go. You attach to each side, and there you go. You have the connection right over here. And then you attach the arms back again, and there you go. You have the Filibooster attached, and this looks very good and amazing. I mean, everybody's like opinion regarding the GM Intercept Custom was that it didn't come with any special weapons, or it was lacking firepower. This definitely makes that up. Makes up that missing aspect, basically, and it looks amazing. Granted, some people might say the color doesn't really match, but this is just how it is. I mean, in the Federation line, there are technically more add-on stuff like these. There's one of these, and on like if you're using it in a planet like Earth, then there's like a paragliding type equipment that was used by like a few other gun cannon mass production types, but that's besides the point. So anyway, despite having the backpack, sure, you can still move the arms pretty well. Of course, you won't be going 360 unless you do it like something like this. But overall, it doesn't really hinder that much articulation. Maybe the head articulation, you can't rotate it 360 properly, but it still works pretty well. And then the way how this thing works is that the moving section is that you can do this. So you can kind of change the position of the flying like direction. And that's pretty much it for how it connects. And of course, this may make the kit a little bit back heavy, which is why an action base is going to be a little bit necessary at this point. So yeah, of course, I think that should be it. So okay, now let's talk about compatibility. So in order to be compatible with the Filibooster, is that you need to have this backpack. So if a mobile suit has a backpack like this exact backpack, you can attach it right away. So among the kits I have from Origins is that I found out the HG Gym Guard Custom, which is actually pretty much the same base, has the same backpack as you see, which means we can actually attach the Filibooster as well. So here we go. So when it comes to detaching the Filibooster, I mean, you can take the arms off, but what I like to do is just spread out. And if you spread out, one peg is already out, so you can just jiggle the other peg out. And here we go. And once again, it's the same premise, or the same base. Just align the, you attach the pegs onto the backpack holes, and there you go, you already have it connected. And once again, you have to reattach the arms. And there we go. Whoops, something fell off. Oh, Yeah, these blades, they tend to fall off, but yeah. And now you have the Gym Guard Custom with the Fellow Booster, and this looks pretty good. I've posted pictures last night with this, and some people said the color definitely matches more with this, and I kind of, well, I also understand what you mean by that, and it looks very good. Now, some Origins kit won't have this backpack, so obviously you're going to need to do some customization. But for example, there are some other mobile suits out there that can actually use this. Oh boy. Yeah, okay, my bad. So that was not supposed to happen, but okay. So let's take this backpack off. So this is the same backpack as the Gym Intercept Custom. Here we have the HG Gym Sniper Custom. So once again, I'm going to take off the arms. Come on. And then I can take this backpack off. There we go. Because this thing has the same pegs and obviously the same body, so which is actually means it's compatible. And there we go. We can also once again reattach the Fellow Booster. Of course, if the gym has an antenna, be careful of the antenna, so you don't want to break it, because yeah. And now we have the Gym Sniper Custom with the Fellow Booster. And personally, I feel like the color, this thing takes the cake when it comes to color matching, on my opinion. Granted, this thing is not green, but I think the darker color, they match very well. Okay, now here's some stuff that aren't compatible or that's going to require you to do some modifications. So as I mentioned, you need this type of backpack. I was really hoping that I could attach on the local type, but problem is the local type, if you take off the backpack, they have a different connection. So if you want to have this backpack on, then you're going to have to make some modifications, like maybe drill 2 holes and attach it. But I assumed, like, if we have everything there, I would assume it should be technically able to fit. Of course, the V-fins are kind of colliding with each other, so maybe this was never meant for a Gundam type or the local types as well. So yeah, that's as far as I found out. There are any other like build fighter kits. I tried to do it on the Gym kit, and problem was the backpack was also a little bit too fat to attach the holes, attach these pegs to the holes. And then there was also the, whatchamacallit, the local type North American front version, which has the Gatling gun or the cannons on the back. Once again, the backpacks did have a hole, but the problem is the backpack being too fat, they could not fit here. So if you want to make them fit, I assume that you're going to have to cut these extra, like, these locking places. So, yeah. So not everything is compatible, but it's good to know that we can work our way through. But yeah, mostly I'm gonna assume that they made this to be compatible with mostly the gym type mobile suits, because once again, as you saw with the local type, the V-fins are colliding in a kind of concerning manner. But yeah, so if you actually have this, it's a really good build, really good solid set, and I would definitely recommend it. Definitely fun, and it's really fun to like attach the Fellow Booster to other gym type kits. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the review, and thank you for watching the review. This was the review of the Premium Bandai exclusive HG Gym Intercept Custom Fellow Booster Equip or / Fellow Booster Set. If you guys got any questions or requests, leave a comment below. I still have more stuff to buy and build and make reviews out, so please stay tuned. Until then, see you guys next time!